Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Last time, we set out for the Bean Bean Kingdom aboard the Koopa Cruiser to save Princess Peach's missing voice. And we had a bit of a fall from the cruiser. This time, speaking of falls, I guess it's Mario's turn to have a bad day. Well, easy come, easy go. Luigi's used to it by this point, let's face that much. Sorry, just the Italian babbling. Always so great to hear, always warms my heart. How about we get things started right here? These Koopas are in pretty sorry shape. The Koopa Cruiser, we haven't finished paying it off. I like how their expressions are not changed at all. They're just as smiley as ever. Then again, I guess in their line of work, they're kind of used to seeing these guys bited by the 1,000, and they're kind of the ones doing it, so I guess it's nothing new for them. But Bowser fell on the other side of the border. Wow, kind of graphic, wouldn't you say? Let's go in here and see what we can find. Got some Sledge Bros right here. Well, talk about a nice surprise. Check it out, bro. It looks like the famous Mario Brothers have arrived. Man, that really brings back the memories, doesn't it? Good times, good times. So, you guys consider getting your heads pummeled in as being good times that you like looking back on? I'm not gonna judge, though, but that sounds a little bit self-destructive if you ask me. So, yeah, this is the border of the Mushroom Kingdom. That's right, this is the border, and since we're the border security, we can't let you in. Until you do some jumping worthy of the Mario name. Yeah, so I guess in that case we are quite literally jumping the border. Okay, no, actually we really are. This is Border Jump, our first instance of a minigame. And basically they're just gonna have this border out here. We're gonna have to keep jumping over it, never colliding with it. I did not keep that up for very long. That flag in the background shows how much longer we have to go to survive. Wow, this is going very badly. We can only get hit up to 3 times per bro. This is going very badly for me, and I guess this kind of brings me into a bit of awkward history that I personally have with this minigame. It is that... Well, okay. Needless to say, doing a game that heavily emphasizes on timing while doing live commentary is not the easiest thing in the world to do. I will fully admit that was an atrocious run of this minigame that I should be ashamed of, but my history with this game is that I got this, and I immediately suggested it to every kid I knew who owned a Game Boy Advance. And because I just loved it so much, I'm like, man, if you like Paper Mario, you're gonna really like this, it's so great. Basically everything I said in the first episode of my series here. Well, every kid I knew saved up their allowance, or they asked their parents to buy them this $30 game, and then when they got it home, they got to this minigame. And they saw no further. They were like, well, I got the game you recommended, but when I got to the border jumping part, I just couldn't get past it. It was way too hard. Like, I wasted my allowance on this game because I could never see past the 5-minute point. So, I grew up around so many kids who hated Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga because of this minigame being too hard for them. And like I said, that was almost every kid I knew. I find it so odd that they put something so difficult at the beginning, because yeah, I knew a lot of kids that never got past this point. And this guy's saying we're the first people to ever cross the border, I mean ever. Yeah, it's what I just got done saying. You guys were a real problem with me getting my friends into this as a kid. Well, for our troubles, we get the Bean Bean map. We only were in this foreign land for about 8 seconds before getting a map of this place. That's nice. We press select to open the menu, and how about we take a look at this? Our first locale here in Bean Bean Kingdom, right where the border is Stardust Fields. Wow, actually a pretty cool name. I never really realized how nice that sounds until I said it out loud. But we could go onward into Stardust Fields. We could kind of continue on with our adventure, but we don't want to do that quite yet. We want to go back inside. Yes, we are very masochistic wanting to go back in here. So yeah, I want to try the infamous Border Jump 2 challenge. Border Jump 2 is far more difficult, as in they're going to do all kinds of trollish stuff to just kind of fake you out. It's something alright. But what's nice about this is that at least the pattern that they go in is the same every time. So every time you play Border Jump 2, you are going to get the same pattern. You can learn it, you can always get it down, practice it enough. It's not really all that bad if you just stick with it. This is by no means required. This is something completely optional, but I do want to show it as usual because, well, that is kind of my style! I was hoping I'd do it in one try. I'll probably be here a while, just saying. There we go. Actually, it took me the second try. That wasn't too bad. I think that was honestly a little easier for me personally than the first one. They did a lot of fakey-outy stuff, but it was pretty easy to read, honestly. So we get that, and wait, what? Okay, there we go. I was about to talk about us getting some awesome reward, and they just kind of walked off screen. I was like, wait, what? Did I not get anything for that? Well, For clearing level 2, we get this game show award ceremony type set, and we get a beanie reward, as he put it. Yeah, I didn't say that. His words, not mine. We get 2. I said we get 2. Well, it's not going to tell us what we got 2 of, so I'll just have to open the menu. We got 2 He Beans. He Beans, it mentions that you want to blend this at a place called the Star Beans Cafe. We've yet to encounter such a place, and it will be a while before we do anything like that, but you want to save these for later. They are very, very useful to you on your adventure. Get as many of these as you can, because they are great. Speaking of which, that's actually not all there is to do right here. There is now the Super Border Jump Challenge. This one is even harder. You know, this is where things can get a little bit tough to memorize because they do so many crazy, just flippity things. Like, I mean, heck, you're seeing it right now. I mean, Border Patrol must be like the most boring job in the entire world if this is what they have to do to entertain themselves. Oh, wow! Okay, I cut away thinking I was gonna be here for like 10 minutes. That took me 1 try. I rocked that. Damn. I mean, granted, based on my first run, you sure wouldn't think I'd be capable of achieving such a feat, but apparently I was. We clear level 3, and for doing that, we get what? We get 1, a 2, a 3 beans. See what I did there? Ha ha ha. But are we done here? Of course not. We gotta go back in one more time and keep pressing our luck and seeing how many times we can outsmart Border Patrol. That sounds really bad, actually. But we have Super Border Jump Sunshine. Woohoo. This is, it lives up to its name. Super Mario Sunshine is a challenging game. This is a challenging challenge. Hopefully this time I'll actually be true to my word and really be here for a while. Then again, I don't want to be here for a while. Border Jump is a pretty miserable experience, let's be honest with ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Wow, 2 tries again. Maybe I shouldn't be cutting out these minigame attempts. I just kind of think like, oh no, this will be the one that takes me like 30 minutes to get through. And yes, I really have spent that long on this as a child when I was trying to do these higher difficulty ones. We cleared level 4, and for our troubles, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 He Beans. Awesome. So, believe it or not, as difficult as that one was, there is something else for you here. If you say no to all of these, we can play the challenge of the complete border jump. This is probably the worst unlockable reward in any Mario game since the 120 shine reward in Super Mario Sunshine. Then again, that was the last game released in the series before this one, so being the worst thing from the ending of one game to the beginning of the next really doesn't sound that bad. But you know what I mean. I'm getting sidetracked once again. Wow, I'm really sucking at this. If you couldn't tell, it is that you do every stage of difficulty in a continuous run, only getting 3 hits per bros. For doing this, you only get anywhere between 6 and 9 He Beans depending on your score. It is not worth it in the slightest. This, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't get it at all. Why would anyone ever do this? If you want 9 He Beans, just play Super Border Jump Sunshine twice. If you've already done it, you know the pattern, and you can do it in, like, not nearly as much time as this would take. So, yeah, I don't really get it at all. And sure enough, I lost. I was only past, actually, no, I wasn't even past 2. I'm gonna say no to trying that again, because who in their right mind would ever want to? It's just a personal challenge, really. You'll have to try again. I'll have to. Well, I'm just gonna walk away and not give in to peer pressure. The Mario Bros know what's up. So, let's go on with our adventure. Right here we have a warp pipe. This one goes to Stardust Fields, obviously. We just walked inside of it. This is a bit of a skip travel system, you know, kind of like flying in Pokemon. Or, like, skip travel in Xenoblade. I need to get off of that. But yes, you're gonna want to go into that. Whoa, what happened to the screen? That was weird. You'll want to go in there because visiting that warp pipe means that you'll be able to return to Stardust Fields at a later time. Here we have some spikes. It just kind of eases you into jumping with 2 bros. Hey, you jump with one, then the other. Get a mushroom right there, nice and easy. I think I'm just going to walk over these. Now, I will say that as somebody who personally didn't really have that hard of a time with the border jump game as a kid, but knew loads of kids that did, I would have loved to have seen them try those higher difficulties, man. If they thought the regular difficulty was hard, I could only imagine what they would think of that. But, on a more serious level, we have some new enemies right here. We have the Fighter Flies. These are really easy. Wow. I'm not having... Die, please! I said, die, please! thank you. At least I'm polite and say please whenever I want my enemies to die. But yes, they are very slow-moving enemies. You jump just before their second hop. Simple as that. Let's walk up here and... Is this who I think it is? Mr. Ugly Bad Guy, I missed you! Hey Mario, great timing. I could use a hand here. I'm kind of stuck. Look, keep your diet jokes to yourself. They're not funny. Just get me out of here. Why, could it be that Bowser, the Great Koopa King, has fallen into my cannon? Yuck, how amusing. Who dares speak to me so? I am Tolstar, the great and famed king of Stardust Fields. I've heard tales of you, but you aren't very impressive in person. If you want me to get him out of there, little people, you must pay in coins. I will set him free for all of your coins. Well, Toadsworth said not to spend all the... Actually, no, he didn't say to spend all the stuff in one place, though. But hey, I guess since he didn't say that, we can do that. What? That's not fair, Bowser. His animation there. He's such a big softie in RPGs, I've noticed. Pardon me? I'm not sure if I heard you correctly just now. You'll give me all 115 of your coins? Yuck, why, these are Mushroom Kingdom coins, aren't they? This is the Bean Kingdom. I suppose I'll have to calculate their value in local currency. Wow, he even carries a calculator on him for exchange rates. Apparently he built that cannon in a very advantageous location, because this must happen a lot. Well, after exchange rates, it is only worth 10 coins in Bean currency. Apparently the Mushroom Kingdom is on a downswing. He needs a additional 100 Bean coins, even though we did exactly what he said we needed to do, so I don't get it. So we need to go around Stardust Fields, bring 100 coins to him, and then he will free the Koopa King. We can get them in blocks, we can win them in battles, all those kinds of things. We can, of course, check our menu to see how many we have. How does if we try going back, actually? I don't think I've ever checked. Yeah, let's see. You now have 0 coins. Hey, you haven't collected 100 coins yet, deadbeats. Deadbeats. Okay, I can't say I've heard that insult in a very long time. I don't know if that was a timely thing back in 2003 or not. I don't think it was. It's just probably Tolstar being Tolstar. Anyway, here's another fighter fly. How about we take it on with its antenna phasing through Luigi's cheek? Alright, so I think typically with RPGs, I'll kind of just do what I always do. What I typically do in RPGs, there I go mincing my words, is first time we fight an enemy, I'll definitely show the battle. If the battle has something important to it or it's required, I'll show that as well. But if we're just kind of doing regular random battles against enemies we've already seen, I don't really see a reason to show it again unless I have some really good reason for it. Right here we got some coin blocks, simple stuff, all that stuff. All that stuff, wow, I just like saying the word stuff a lot. I think that's the 4th time in only a few seconds. Get another mushroom right there, and we have another fighter fly. Stomp you! Oh, wow, new enemy. Here we have the Bill Blaster. I'm pretty sure you know what they do. They're gonna fire bullet bills at us, all that stuff. Oddly though, even though we're in the Bean Kingdom, these guys are kind of Mushroom Kingdom baddies, so I'm not really sure what they're doing here. As their attacks are ranged, you are not able to directly counter them. If you jump on the bullet bill, it just simply goes away. You don't do any damage to the blaster itself. Kind of a shame, wish it did, but no. Let's take it out. Get 8 experience, 34 coins already more than a third of the way there, awesome. Well, I say more than a third very loosely because when you, I don't know, whenever you're figuring out like thirds of things, it's kind of awkward. Wow, speaking of awkward, wow, can I get up there? Yeah, I can, or maybe I can't, okay. What does it say? Bike pads, hold the control pad left or right to go in that direction, then press A, B, 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 A, B. I got a little bit too happy with pressing it right there, okay. So yeah, you hold in the direction you want, and whoever is on the bottom will move it. You just go A and B together. It's kind of a neat idea, I have to say. I like all these different types of blocks that complement the brothers' abilities of working together. So we'll go ahead and grab these, give us some more coins. How many are we up to now? That is 46. How about we make it halfway there? And miss the first strike. Ooh, wow. Dang, I didn't think we were gonna get that so early. Lucky 6. Remember when we leveled up last time, how I was talking about the stash stat, how that wasn't really important yet? Well, that determines how often you get luckies. Level up, wow. Couldn't plan that better if I tried. So yeah, the stash stat is your critical hit rate. That is what luckies are. It did additional damage there. Now, on this level up, I don't want to up stash. I don't personally go for that stat. Even though we don't have any use for BP yet, this is the other stat that I level up a lot. So, Since I leveled up power last time, like I said, we just kind of got a lot of 1s on that roulette. Not really all that great. I go into BP, however, and, well, there's some 1s on there as well, but it's better. Trust me on that. Got a 2. Great. Take that, and story of Luigi's life, he does not get the level up. Aw, poor guy. So, let's head over this way now. I'm just trying to explore Stardust Fields best I can. What does this have? Oh, a syrup. That's actually something new. That will recover BP when we actually get the ability to do things with that. Actually, I have very good timing. I forgot about this. It's actually really good that we were talking about BP just now because of this. So, they think that those shooting stars were alien bombardment. In the name of the Starshade Bros, will finally aliens come. They will rue the day. Rue! General Starsage, sure, I have confirmed the presence of a suspicious unknown entity. Let me guess, a Luigi insult is incoming? It is a vivid green color that pierces the eye. Somebody thought Luigi was an alien by looking at his mug. Sighting confirmed, however, I see not green, but red. Urgent, pursue additional visual content immediately. Now, this is where a lot of this game's charm come from. You didn't really see a lot of visual humor in Paper Mario, at least not in the first one. This one, on the other hand, as you can see, is just really rich with it. All these animations, the fluidity to it all, the speed. It adds a lot, and I feel like this is where some of the identity comes in. And it's funny because, well, okay, that's pretty funny in and of itself. He recognizes us as Mario from the Mushroom Kingdom when we deliver our hand to his face. Who knew Mario was so well known for punches? I guess maybe Mario 64 he was. Incredible to think Princess Peach's lovely voice is in the hands of some vile enemy. Her voice must be recovered no matter what it takes. Priority 1, Sergeant Starshade must provide as much field support as we can. You know, the name Starshade is awesome. Like, I said Stardust Fields sounded really... Stardust Fields sounded really cool. But Starshade sounds even better, honestly. So, with the help of the Starshade Bros, they're taking us to a floating obstacle course in space. This is so cool, but Luigi is able to jump on top of Mario and perform a high jump if he changes action with the L button. Howl. I don't know why he sounds like he's like chipmunkified there. He's always just like, howl, 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 howl. Well, select your ability, you press B to jump, and you press B again when you're on top of them. Requires full jumping synergy. We do not need another explanation. Let's do this. There you go, up onto the ledge. If you use your high jump, you can climb ledges you could never climb alone. Now press start to change positions, get Mario in the back, and he is able to press L to select another action called the spin jump. Spin! See, Mario doesn't sound like spoon when he says that, it's just Luigi. Press B to jump on top of Luigi, ride piggyback, and if you press B button again, you will spin in circles together. You can then press the D-pad to move around through the air, and you're able to cross long gaps. It's basically like a hover jump. Use a spin jump to, wide valleys and dangerous pits, because that wood plank thing is so dangerous. Then again, with Luigi's luck, it would probably turn into some kind of, like, evil monster that would just eat him. It would have, like, wood chip teeth or something. Ugh. That sounds actually really painful. I don't want to think about splinters. So, these are called Bros actions. Press the L button to choose an action and then the B button to perform it. Remember that. There are more actions that only brothers like you can perform. I wish I had a brother. Only siblings get all kinds of cool abilities. I want to return now. But yeah, only brothers can perform them. Me and my imaginary friend cannot. So, as a bit of a test, they're going to have us go up to this flag right here. And this shows you how interesting things are going to be getting in the field. They're going to be using these different actions for puzzle solving, these different abilities that you'll be able to use in conjunction with each other. Get this, get another mushroom, and let's cross over this. We have reached the flag. Awesome. Incredible. Master Mario, Master Luigi, you truly are Super Brothers. That's Super Mario Brothers to you, sir. So, may our mission be successful. They are heading out. Wow, okay. But yes, we now have these 2 awesome abilities. We've also been left with syrup. Okay, that works too. But yeah, I think we're just about done here. We made a lot of progress in Stardust Fields. We have these abilities, and next time on Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, we are gonna try to find ways to earn more money by using our jumping abilities. It's like joining the circus, really, except it's not really a viable job because remember, all the money's for Tolstar. Ugh. Anyway, see you guys then.